What is good with y'all, man? So you guys over on Twitch have been asking for an updated video on my offense. So here it is. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys basically how I'm running it now. I'm not going to try to make this video as long as it was last time. Last time the video was like an hour. I'm going to try to do this video under 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and get right into this. First of all, you guys know the offense is 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and a running back. So it's not your ordinary offense, right? Abilities that I run with it. This is how I'm running it right now. I'm running Gunslinger, High Route Master, Tank, Bulldozer, and Leapfrog. On your quarterback, you don't need Gunslinger. If you want to run like Pass Lead Elite, you can. It's up to you. If your quarterback does get High Route Master, put it on him. If he doesn't, it's fine. You are going to have to put 2 tight end apprentices on your 1 tight end, your 2 tight end, and you're going to have to put either running back apprentice or backfield master on your running back. That's if your quarterback does not get High Route Master. If he does, put it on him. Your number 1 running back, you have to have Bulldozer on him for sure. You definitely have to have Bulldozer on him. If you have High Route Master on, then put Tank on him also. If you don't have High Route Master, then you're not going to have the AP for Tank. So that's that. Whoever your receiving back, your running back that you're going to use for the passing game, put Leapfrog on him because you're going to need multiple backs. I would say you're going to want a power back to, you know, as your running back, your feature back that's getting the ball in the handoffs. And then you want to have a running back who's going to be in the backfield for when you're throwing the ball, throwing passes to him. For me, that's Deuce Staley. I got Leapfrog on him. And then the back that I run the ball with is Derrick Henry. If you want to have extra backs, that's up to you. That's up to you. So that's pretty much abilities. Personnel wise, it's also this is the Denver playbook. You want to make sure you have the Denver playbook. That is the other playbook. This is the playbook you have to use. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the practice field now. I'm gonna show you some of the newer. It's not really anything new that I'm running. It's just kind of things that I'm doing differently. And yeah, let's go ahead and get over there. All right, so we're here in the practice field. Now, I'd recommend using Tampa Bay if you're gonna practice this on practice because Tom Brady gets High Route Master, so you'll be able to do like some of your actual route combos and stuff. Denver playbook also, don't forget that. And there's really only a few formations we're going to look at because we're not going to go crazy into the run dots. If you want me to go into the run dots, let me know down in the comments and maybe we could do that. Right now, we're just going over the pass dots. So we're going to be looking at ace offset, deuce close, wing slot weak side, and wing flex offset. So first, let's do the audibles for ace offset real quick. First up, you want to have Y sail as the first play. The second play, you want to get the 0-1 trap. For the third play, you want to get the power O. And then the last play is P read. It's already in there. Boom. So you got that all set up. So yeah. And actually, we're going to do all of our audibles too. Just so, because how we're going to go through this is, we're going to go over how to beat cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, and man coverage. All right. So for deuce close, what you want to do is, for the first play, you want to go to PA deep cross. And actually, the inside zone split play, leave that. We're not going to touch that. Bench, leave that. We're not going to touch that. And for this last play, the RPO read flat wheel. I know some people like that play. Not the biggest fan of it. I don't really like to run it. So I personally switch it out and I put corner and goes. That's the play I put for that. We're not going to look at wing halfback weak side. This is something I do run, but I only use this to run the ball. I don't throw the ball out of this, so we're not going to get into that. And then for the wing slot weak side, the only play I add to it is this RPO sweep alert bubble play. But like I said, we're not really getting into the running the ball. So the only play we're going to be running out of it is this drive play right here. So you don't even have to add that. It's already in there. And then for the last one is the wing flex offset. The only play I usually add to it is this the power O play. But like I said, we're not worrying about the run. We're getting to the pass, the dots. And that's the play we're running out of. This is PA double post. It's already in there. You don't even got to add it. So yeah, now that we got that all, we got everything we need in the audibles. I always come out in the ace offset inside zone play because the reason is we don't have that play in the audibles. And it's a good play. You know what I mean? It's good to have it for the line of scrimmage. A lot of this stuff I like to do with the line of scrimmage. So yeah, I always come in that. I'm not going to come out in it though just because we're not doing the run plays here. So I'm coming out Y sail. So first we're going to go over, because we're going to go over cover 2. Cover 3, man, cover 4, all that. So first, let's start with cover 3. What are we going to do against cover 3 if we see cover 3? We got the ball. Okay, yeah, the ball's backed up. All right, yeah, so cover 3. This stock play, Y sail, the Y sail play, right? Because we're going over Y sail first. Y sail against cover 3. You can just snap the stock play because guess what? That corner route is going to fly right past that curl flat. He is going to fly right because what's happening is the streak is taking that deep blue out of there, right? The streak to the right, that corner's on the deep blue. He's taking him at the play. The corner is getting right behind the curl flat. He's going to get wide open. The way I like if you want to like quick snap this and get to the line with it, what you could do is the tight end opposite of the corner route. So it's OJ Howard. Just put him on a quick out route like that, and that's a cool quick snap play. I ain't gonna lie. But make sure when you're running all these plays, you're running it to the wide side of the field. So you see how Gronkowski, when he runs that corner route, he has way more room than he would on the left side of the field. You see the left side of the field, he wouldn't have much room to run that. Always run these plays to the wide side of the field. All right, so a lot of ways. The way I like to set this up the most, though, if you have time in the pocket and he's not setting a whole lot of pressure and you feel like you got time, set it up like this. So the tight end opposite of the corner route, OJ Howard, we're going to streak him. The receiver on that side, motion him to the side with the corner out, and we're going to put him on a slant. And it'll look something like this. So you got that streak, because with that streak, the streak could be a quick read. If you notice that you got the seam quick, go ahead and get that thing out quick. If not, cool, it'll just be down or to be down there. You got the slant coming over the middle. Because what will happen is a lot of time the user is either going to try to play the running back on the flat route, or he's going to go up top and try to play that corner route. So if he does that, well, then you got the slant coming over the middle. So there you go. You see what I'm saying? That's how I like to set this up a lot. And yeah, you see the slant's wide open, the crosser's wide open. Honestly, everything on that play was wide open. I'm not going to lie. I could have thrown so many things on that play, but yeah. But the way I set it up a lot, if pressure's getting brought on my face, I'll block the tight end opposite of the corner route. So OJ Howard's blocked now. We're going to motion Mike Evans over to the right and put him on a motion slant and a little something like that. And if you have high route masters, you can even change that slant into a cross. It could be a slant. It could be a cross. I ain't gonna lie. I've never thought about putting on a cross till right now. And I ain't gonna lie. That might start happening a little bit. But you can do it if you have high route masters. So yeah, set it up a little something like this. This is if you don't have as much time. He's bringing the boys. This is really good because then he thinks he's going to get pressure. Well, he's not, because we can just block that bad boy up and boom, get it right out. So against Y sail against cover 3, that's kind of how, yeah, it's pretty much really all you have to do. Or if you want another way you can set it up, have motion Mike Evans over, right? We're going to block that tight end. I like to block the tight end on the opposite side just to give me a little bit more time. And what you can do is you could put the running back on a Texas route, and then Mike Evans, it's up to you. You can either put him on an out route, or you could put him on a flat route like that. It's up to you, however you want to set that up. You could do a little something like that. Honestly, I kind of like the out route more in this, just cause. But yeah, that's kind of how you set that up. Boom, right, corner route. No matter what, it's gonna get wide open. And even if they start putting a 30-yard cloud flat, you could still throw it. You just have to lead throw it upfield. Like you have to angle it properly upfield. So yeah. That's pretty much Y sail against cover 3. All right, PA read against cover 3. PA read. Really, the only way to beat this against cover 3 is this post route. You're going to have to wait for it to get past that inside third. So that safety all the way in the middle of the field, that's the inside third. He has to kind of run past him. So hopefully I can get this line to block for me, because I know they don't block too well in practice. So I'm going to actually get a max protect right here. And I'm just going to kind of show you. You're going to have to low ball this also. So see if I can get these boys to block for me. Crazy pocket. Well, you see it. Once he runs by the inside third, he's wide open. I'm trying to see if I can get these boys to block. I know they're not going to. All right, let's try it again. All right, and like right there where he's running past that safety kind of on the angle, low ball it and aggressive catch it, and you got it. I'm not going to be able to show you this right because the O-line is so bad in like practice. It's terrible. But that's really the only way. Another way you could do it though, if you want, with the PA read play, is streak the tight end on the right, put him on, and streak this not the tight end, streak the receiver all the way to the right, opposite of the post route. Put the tight end on that side on a corner route. OJ Howard, it's up to you. If you want to block him, do whatever with him, put him on a drag, whatever you want to do with him. All right, you can do whatever you want, and then put the running back on an angle route. So it looks a little something like this. This is another thing you could kind of do against cover 3. Boom. So you have the option maybe if that corner route's there, which it is. Oh, and then like I said, the post route is going to get open no matter what, because you just need time for that. So that is pretty much that's pretty much ace off set against cover 3. So let's go over to Deuce Close now. Let's go ahead and Deuce Close. So Deuce Close against cover 3, I'm not gonna lie, you could really set this up. Also what I do, so this receiver right here, Mike Evans, that's opposite of this crosser which Godwin is on. You're gonna put him on a streak. The tight end on the same side of the streak, opposite side of the crosser, that's OJ Howard. You're gonna put him on a crosser. The running back, you're going to put him on an in route, and the tight end on the same side as the crosser on an out route. This play, I'll be honest, the only other way I set this up differently is against man covers. This play is set up like this against cover 2, cover 4. I set it up like this against pretty much everything. It really just, it's godlike. Just boom, snap it. See, B gets right behind everything. But you got to be careful throwing that crosser, because I remember when I first started running that crosser, what happens is he kind of runs down a little bit. Like, he doesn't run down, but, well, if you go ahead, so let's look at it, right? It's kind of weird, right? Because he kind of just, like, doesn't run upfield. He almost kind of runs straight in a way once he, like, hits, like, once he makes the cut. So you have to, like, lead throw it upfield, like, really hard. So you'll get used to it after running it for a while. But that's honestly the only way I set that play up. Well, I guess I'll show you the way against man when we get to man. So yeah, and the other play is corner and go that we run here. So in cover 3, really you want to streak both X and B, both wide receivers. So take them off those weird routes, streak both of them, because if it's cover 3, you might be able to, there's only one safety up there. So one of those guys in the seams is probably going to get open. So be careful though, because the user might try to lurk it and just kind of get that ball out quick there. You want to leave OJ Howard on this little zig route, because it's a pretty nice route. Gronkowski though, we're gonna take him off that and put him on a corner route, because I don't really like that route. It gets bumped a lot, it's weird, and it's just not very good. And then the running back, it's up to you what you want to do with him. If you want to put him on an out route, if you want to put him on a flat route, a block and release hook, an angle route, it's up to you really what you want to do with the running back at that point. You can do whatever you want, but in cover 3, this is how I set this up, because those seams you might be able to throw it kind of quick. Boom, a little something like that, because the seam streaks, they're just good against cover 3 seam streaks, because they can't really cover everything. Let's go ahead and look at wing slot weak side now. We're going to look at that drive play I was talking about against cover 3. So basically against cover 3, this is how I like to set it up. The receiver all the way to the left, the farthest one, put him on an out route. Now the running back, you're going to put him on a wheel route. And then on the right side of the field, the tight ends, you're going to want to streak the tight end all the way to the outside. This guy, motion him outside. We're going to motion him to the right, and then the tight end that was next to him, you want to put him on a corner route. So the play is going to look something like this, because you guys know how good the wheel routes are against really against anything. The wheel routes are really good, especially against cover 3. And really you're going to kind of look for that quick wheel route. That's kind of what you're looking for here. But if it's not there, you're either going to have the corner route or the out route, or if you have the time and, you know, that post route at the end of the day is going to get open. You just have to wait for him to run body inside third. But yeah, you're going to want to look for those wheel routes quick. I mean, I ain't going to lie. Brady throws a crazy duck. I don't know what throwing ability he has on, but it is like terrible. But if you don't feel like motioning the tight end to the outside, what you could just do is you could just put that, instead of putting him on a streak, put him on a flat route and just have it like that. Just run it like that. I do that a lot because sometimes I'm lazy and I just really don't feel like motioning to the outside. And yeah, and what's it called? If they're playing the wheel route, then that means that out route's probably gonna be wide open. So like if you notice, like, okay, well he's playing that the wheel route, well then guess what? That means that out route's probably wide open. So you can just throw the out route. So against cover 3, that's really it for that play. And the final play we're going to look at against cover 3 is the play out of gun wing flex offset. It's that PA post shot play. This play right here, I actually just did a video going over this. Basically how you run it is you put the receiver on a streak the same side as the post route. The tight ends, you can really just leave them on their routes. It's fine. I like to actually run it. I like to run them the opposite way though. So I'll put B on the crosser, and I'll have A on the corner route. And I kind of, this is how I run it, and I put the running back on the wheel route. This is how I like to run it. And then basically that post route is going to get wide open. He's going to run crazy past the inside third, and then you just throw that thing up. Boom. It honestly bombs any coverage. So yeah, that's pretty much that play. All right, we're going to go ahead and look at cover 2 now. What do I like to do against cover 2? All right, so first we're going to start on the ace offset with the Y sail play. All right, so if you see it's cover 2, what we're going to do is first we're going to block that tight end Howard. We're going to motion Mike Evans over to the side with the corner route, and we're going to put Mike Evans on a flat route, and we're going to put our running back on an angle route. So it looks something like this, and the reason why is because that corner all the way to the right, he's on a cloud flat. The reason why we're putting Mike Evans on a flat route is so instead of the corner route playing that streak route, we want him to just sit down on that flat route so we can throw that streak route. The only thing is, though, you're going to have to lead throw that streak like all the way to the right, so you make sure that safety over there doesn't play it. You can throw it. I do it all the time. I bomb with streaks, and that's what I do against cover 2. Eventually what they might start doing is just putting like a 30-yard cloud flat, so it kind of stops the streak, it stops the corner route, and then they might put that slot corner on like a what is it called, a curl flat, so he plays, or just man up him so he plays the flat route. At that point, then you can't really run this play anymore. They're kind of shutting it down. But the whole goal of running this right here is to make that corner to the right bite down so you can throw the streak. But the reason why you obviously have this angle route is just in case, you know, none of that's open. They're playing all that over there. You might have an angle route to throw to. And the corner route, the reason why you still leave the corner route out there is because sometimes they might just put like a 20-yard cloud flat or a 15-yard cloud flat. Because you can throw this corner out and make it a 30-yard corner route, a 40-yard corner route, so you can still throw it over that cloud flat. So that's kind of the reason why you keep that there, because he doesn't make this cut till about, let's see, we're at about the 20-yard line right now. The tight end doesn't make this cut till about the 35-yard line. So that's why you have time to throw that streak in those 15 yards there, to throw that streak before the tight end even like gets near that streak with the corner route. So that's kind of the goal of that play. But if they start playing that, you can go over to the PA read play. And PA read is really good because in cover 2, there's no one playing in the middle of the field. So that post route is going to kill it. The only thing is, though, you gotta distract the user. You don't want him to play the post route. So you gotta distract him. So things that I kind of do like to distract him, what I'll do is I'll have a lot of routes just go in the middle of the field. So honestly, I'll streak the receiver all the way to the right, just because in case the cloud flat's kind of biting down. The tight end to the same side as the streak, Gronkowski, I'll put him on a little drag. And then the running back, I'll put him on a block and release hook. So it's just a lot of routes in the middle of the field to kind of throw the user off. So you can try to hit this post route. Now, obviously, I guarantee you they're not going to give me time to throw this. Oh, they actually did. And there you go. We have it. Oh, Brady kind of, good catch, Evans. Mike Evans just kind of made a play right there. But in a real game, what I'm trying to do there is lead throw it all the way up in the middle of the field. It's just hard. Hold on. What does Brady have? Okay, Brady has set feet lead. That makes sense. Okay. With pass lead or gunslinger, you are able to like lead throw that all the way up in the very middle of the field. And that's probably a touchdown. So yeah, that's kind of how I set that up against cover 2. The deep cross play against cover 2, I'll be honest. Like I said, I set it up the same way for every play. So you're putting the receiver opposite of the crosser, Godwin on a streak. The tight end on the same side of the streak, he's on a crosser. Your running back's on the in route, and the tight end all the way to the right is on the out route. I set that up for all the coverages. It's just overall, it can beat everything because you got the out route underneath. If the user's playing the crosser up top with the tight end crosser, you got the running back underneath, and then you still got the streak right there that you can throw as like a quick seam streak, or it might just bomb up over top if he's doing like some weird crazy stuff. So yeah, there's that. The corner and go play, honestly, this play against cover 2, I wouldn't run this play against cover 2. I would only run this corner and go play against cover 3 or against man coverage, or even cover 4. Cover 2, I wouldn't run it against it. It's not really the best. The drive play against cover 2. All right, so if you see this play against cover 2, there's not really a whole lot you got to do. Mike Evans, you can keep him on the streak. Godwin, definitely keep him on the post route. put Fournette on a wheel route, and then put kind of how we did it before with the 2 tight ends on the right. Put OJ Howard on the flat route. That's the tight end all the way to the right. And then the inside tight end, put him on a corner route. Because here's what's going to happen here. As Fournette's running that wheel route, that cloud flat corner is going to either... What's either going to happen is he's either going to go all the way upfield with the streak, or he's going to come down and play the wheel route. If he comes down and plays the wheel route, lead throw this streak all the way to the left. You have yourself a touchdown. If the corner doesn't come down and play it, then you can play the wheel route, which means if he doesn't play it, the user's probably beelining over there to play that wheel route. And if he's doing that, what's going to happen is Chris Godwin on his post route is going to be completely wide open. And at the end of the day, if none of that over there works, you got the flat all the way to the right, and you got that corner route with Gronkowski as a last, option type of thing. You know what I mean? But this corner route with Godwin is kind of crazy. For some reason, though, I'm not sure why that guy's playing that, but yeah. And then obviously the last play out of the gun with what is this thing called, bro? These things have like such weird names. The PA post shot play. The formation is gun wing flex offset. You set it up the same way. I don't really set it up any differently. You put the streak on the slot receiver, running back on the in route. You got these guys on the corner and crosser, and you set it up like that. Honestly, the only thing this doesn't work against is cover 4. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's go ahead and look at man coverage. All right, so here we go. Man coverage. Basically against man coverage, the wide sail play, the corner route, I mean, it gets open against man, but you're gonna need a lot of field to throw this. Like, you're gonna need a lot of field so he can get separation. Really, if it's man coverage, I probably won't. Wide sail will not get ran. I ain't gonna lie, we're not running against that. PA read, though, you can run. Some things I like to do with this is I'll leave Evans on the post route, leave Howard on the crosser. Godwin, what I'll do with him is I will put him on a smoke screen, because you want to have some room over there for those guys to get open. And what I'll do is I will either block my tight end, Gronkowski, and then put the running back on the in route, or what I'll do is I'll block the running back and I'll put Gronkowski on a drag route, so it'll look something like that. Because, and you're probably thinking put something over there to the right, but then I don't want to interfere with the smoke screen, because if you got the smoke screen there, your goal is to make sure that Mike Evans has room to run a post route and OJ Howard has room to run a crosser. But let's say you want to take him off the smoke screen and put Evans on a streak, which I still do against man coverage. Then for that, you don't have to pass block him. You can now put him on a little out route and have him. I don't put him on a flat route. Put him on an out route, because it's a man coverage. If you put him on a flat route, the man coverage is going to be all over. But if you put him on an out route, he'll be able to just make the cut and be wide open. So that's kind of like what I do against man coverage with that play. If you want to know the play that kills man coverage, this play right here out of Deuce Close, the PA deep cross against man coverage, this is how I like to set it up. So instead of putting Mike Evans on a streak like we always do, put him on a flat route like that. Put OJ Howard on the crosser like you've been doing, and then put, just like we did before, put that tight end with the crosser on an out route, and then put your running back on the in route. This kills man coverage. It's really good against it. It kills it. And then sometimes when they're bringing a lot of heat and you got to block both tight ends, let's say we got to block both guys, boom. Motion the running back to the opposite side of that crosser, if it's going to let me. All right, and put him on a Texas route, and then have a little something like this. This goes at, I go like, this is like really good, especially when they're sending a lot of heat. And if they're and also in man coverage, like I said, you can run this corner and go play. Streak basically X and B, both the wide receivers like this, because what will happen is, especially if they're playing press man, a lot of that, because when you go to Deuce Close, everything's kind of really close. Everybody's bumped up together. When they're running these streaks, guys will get kind of bumped up and moved off each other, and sometimes these streaks will get completely wide open because there's so many people all close to each other, and it's really good. And also what I'll do is sometimes I'll either put this OJ Howard on this little zig route, leave him on that. You always want to leave him on that. The tight end, it's up to you if you want to put him on an out route or if you want to put him on a corner route. And then the running back, you can either put him on an out route or an angle route against man coverage. So that's kind of what we do against that. And also against man coverage with the gun, wing slot, weak side formation, the drive play. Really, I set it up kind of the same. I'll put the tight end. Well, actually, you can do a couple things with this. So you can still run it the same way like this. You don't really want to touch Mike Evans or Godwin. Leave them on what they're on. But the two tight ends on the right, Howard, you could put them on a flat route, and then Gronkowski. Like the tight end all the way to the outside on a flat route, and the tight end to the inside on a corner route. Because you put them on a flat route, it will give that the tight end on the inside some room to kind of just get wide open on that corner route. So that's kind of nice. And the running back, maybe put him on an out route or in route. Or sometimes what you could do is instead of putting Howard on the flat route, put him on a crosser, the outside tight end, so you can kind of run across the field against the man coverage. That's pretty good. And you guys already know the other play, the PA double post. It's the same way for everything. And now I guess the final thing to go over really is cover 4. Now I'll be honest, cover 4. If we look at cover 4, so cover 4, like the wide sail play against cover 4, like basically everything in here is kind of going to get matched. Like, I'll be honest, the way to beat cover 4 is just a whole bunch of like crazy like drags, crossers, and just crazy stuff. Like honestly, that's how you beat cover 4. Just a whole bunch of routes going across the field like that is really how you beat it. Yeah, so I really like cover 4. Like when I see cover 4, I'll be honest, every time I see it, I'm coming out in the PA deep cross, I'm audible in the Deuce Close, and I'm coming out and I'm running this play right here. Like when I see cover 4, this is what I'm running, because the cover 4 cannot really guard this, I'll be honest with you. So it just gets killed by it. Boom. Because what happens is, boom, running back's wide open. You see Chris Godwin up top. He was about to be wide open. Cover 4 just can't guard that play. If you see cover 4, just run that play. It's going to kill it. And yeah, that's pretty much it though. I try not to make this video as long as last time. I hope it's not. If you guys want to see about, I didn't really go over the run plays because you guys over on Twitch kind of asked about the dots. So I gave you all the dots or some of them. Did I give you guys everything? It's almost impossible to give you guys everything because, like I said, we're going to be here for another hour. And I'll be honest, I don't think you guys want to do that. I don't really feel like doing that. If you want to know more about the run dots, on how to pound the rock a little bit better out of this, let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'll do a video on that, because if you think you're just going to go to the line, snap the ball, and pick the run play, it's not how that works. There's a lot of things you got to do. There's certain guys you got to double team. You got to shift the line to the left, shift the line to the right. You got to motion people. There's a lot that goes into it. You just don't go to the line and snap A. Sometimes you do. It's just, sometimes you quick snap a guy with the pass. It's the same way, but most of the time you're making adjustments for it. But if you guys want to know about that, let me know down in the comments. That's pretty much going to do it though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, man. If you haven't already, go ahead, drop a follow to the Twitch. We are live every single night. You don't want to miss the Twitch streams. That's where a lot of my content for YouTube kind of comes from. So till then, man, your boy is out.